Greetings, everyone. This is Jason Siebold in Denver, Colorado. You know, it's the new year. It's 2018 is upon us. It's January 2nd, 2018. And a lot of us, most of us, use this new year as a day of renewal. It's a new day. It's a new year. It's time to create something new for ourselves. And I want to touch upon something that I mentioned in my Facebook page. Actually, I just uploaded a picture that has something that I wrote on there, and it says, "Don't let life happen. Create your life." Don't let life happen to you. Create your life. I want to talk about that because even though it might seem self-explanatory, I want to kind of dissect it and give you a better understanding of exactly what that means. So, what does it mean to create your life? So I'm going to break this down into two different things. First of all, we're going to talk about lifestyle, and then we're going to talk about emotions. So first of all, what does it mean to create your lifestyle by design? So the majority of people, they live life by default. They allow things to happen to them, and that to some extent that can have that victim mentality attached to it. Although, you know, in many instances it's not, and I'm going to explain what that means. So, when you allow life to happen to you, that's you living life by default. What that means is it's not of your own creation, it's something that just happened, and so you allow it into your life. So let's use an example. So first of all, let's talk about a job, okay? A simple example. Now, this doesn't apply for everybody because some people love their jobs. However, there's a lot of people that hate their jobs, really highly dislike their jobs. And so, but they stay at their jobs. They stay at their jobs because they think that there's nothing better for them. And that is living life by default. And the reason that is living life by default is because you're not changing your circumstances. You're not allowing something new into your life because you feel that there is nothing else that you could do. A different job, for example, or a different opportunity. So that's one example of living life by default. Another example is, let's say, for example, that you were laid off from work and you hated your job and you see it as a blessing. However, what do you do next? You look for another job. You look for another job somewhere where at first you're intrigued and interested, but after a while, you'll fall back on the same pattern that you had before, where you'll not like your job as much as you did at the beginning. You'll get bored, possibly. Again, that's living life by default. So what is the opposite of that? What does it mean to create your lifestyle by design? When you create your lifestyle, you create your future. And this is how that looks. Let's say you lose your job, you're laid off, and you start looking for a new opportunity, and you find you find something where you can actually make money from home, and you run with it, and you start generating income, and you replace your income, and you exceed it. And you did that from the comfort of your own home, out of a situation that was forced upon you, where you were laid off. Okay? That's creating your life by design. That is creating a new lifestyle based on your dreams, not on someone else's dreams. And the distinction there is, when you're working for somebody else, you're creating somebody else's dreams. Somebody owns the company, right? And so as a result, you're creating their dreams. However, it doesn't apply to everybody. Some people love their jobs, and that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, if you don't like your job and you quit and you're laid off, you know, you could create something new for yourself, or you could live life by default, let life happen to you. So let's look at emotions. The reason I want to touch upon this is because this is a very important point to make in regards to living your life by design, because emotions tend to hold us back. They tend to hold us back in a pattern of victim mentality. Okay, let's talk about trauma. Let's talk about belief systems. Now, trauma creates an energy, an emotion in the body, because what really is emotion? It's energy. It's energy that's stuck in the body that holds you in the past. And that's important to understand, that emotion in your body holds you in the past. So why is that important? Because that's where belief systems are formed. So for example, let's say that when you were a teenager, you were excited about an opportunity, let's say a business opportunity. You wanted to start your own business, and somebody told you you're not good enough, and you believed what they said, and you started a business and you failed, and so as a result, you kept telling yourself, I'm not good enough. And so you carry that into adulthood. It's an energy that was created early on in your life that was carried into adulthood. And so as a result, now you have this belief system that I'm not good enough, that I don't deserve. And that energy is keeping you in the past. What's important here is that when you have that energy that keeps you in the past, you allow it to define your future. And so the reason I'm bringing this up is because since we're talking about creating your life by design, your lifestyle, it's important to understand that emotions need to be released in order for you to get to this point where you believe that you're worthy, that you believe that you deserve. So how does that happen? I know it's easier said than done, right? Really, honestly, it's simple. It's as simple as letting go. I think it was Carlos Castaneda that wrote in one of his books. He's a Toltec wisdom shaman, and he wrote quite a few books, and I believe it was Carlos Castaneda that said, wait a second, let me cross here. I'm paraphrasing here. My past, something to the effect of like, the past, I no longer need the past, and just like drinking, I gave it up. You just give it up. Hold on a second, I'm going the wrong way here. You give it up, and you release it into the world, so that way you can create a new energy. And what is that new energy? That new energy is whatever it is that you want it to be. It's whatever you want to create in your life. So once you get past that emotion that's holding you in the past, your past no longer equals your future, and you're able to create your future. You're able to create whatever you want with your life, and it really is that simple. If you are looking to create a new life in 2018, if you want to have a thriving business, a new home, Maybe you want some renovations in your home. Whatever it might be that you're trying to achieve this coming year of 2018, the important thing to understand is that you need to take action. It's not something that's going to happen passively. You're not going to just sit around and things are going to come to you. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to work towards it. Make this year, 2018, a year of mastery, a year of creation, a year of renewal, but really do it. Really experiment with your life and see what you can do, what you can create for yourself. Once you apply your knowledge, even if you don't have the knowledge, you start acquiring that knowledge, because knowledge is easy to find. And once you find that knowledge, really it's not about being an expert, because all you really need to know is one more thing than somebody else that makes you an expert. Really hone in your skill sets and start learning what you are capable of doing. Start creating your life by design, and you can do it, start it right now. Okay? Comment below if this relates to you, if you understand what I'm talking about. You know, it's a simple concept that a lot of people just don't understand, and I'd like to know what your thoughts are. All right, again, this is Jason Siebold, January 2nd, 2018. Let's go create something new. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.